Good morning. Today is Friday, June 23rd. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The 5 people aboard a missing submersible in the North Atlantic Ocean are believed dead. NPR's Jasmine Garst reports they were descending to view the wreckage of the Titanic.
According to the U.S. Coast Guard, debris from the Titan submersible was found on the ocean floor about 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic, and that indicates a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. Rescue teams continue to map the debris field, but have indicated that it may be quite difficult to recover the bodies. For years, there were widespread concerns about the safety of this vessel, among them its ability to withstand deep-sea ocean pressure. The ill-fated expedition was part of an increasing and very lucrative form of high-risk adventure tourism, which remains unregulated. Jasmine Garst, NPR News, New York.
President Biden will sign an executive order today aimed at improving access to contraception and family planning services. As NPR's Tamara Keith reports, this is timed to the first anniversary of the Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade.
This is Biden's third executive order related to reproductive health care since the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision caused millions of Americans in conservative states to lose access to abortion services. But this order doesn't address abortion and instead is focused on birth control. Jen Klein leads the White House Gender Policy Council.
We're really trying to do 3 separate things, all related to each other in this executive order. The first is increase and expand options, contraceptive options. The second is to lower out-of-pocket costs, and the third is to raise awareness about what options are available.
The order calls for federal agencies to consider ways to make those things happen. Tamara Keith, NPR News.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues his high-profile visit to Washington today. He'll have lunch at the State Department, welcomed by Vice President Harris and Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Modi was the guest of honor at a state dinner last night given by President Biden at the White House. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is in Paris holding talks about debt relief for developing nations. She's also talking about the trade relationship between the U.S. and China. Yellen says dialing back the relationship between both nations would not be wise.
Trade and investment, open trade and investment, I think is a win-win. Both sides gain, but there are areas where we have concerns. And as I've made clear and others in the administration have as well, we will certainly take actions, for example, to protect our national security.
She spoke to NPR's Morning Edition. Forecasters say it's going to be extremely hot again today in Texas and in parts of the Southwest. Temperatures in southeastern Arizona could soar well into the triple digits. You're listening to NPR.